My cordial greetings to all of you, the organizers and participants of the 12th National Business Quiz. My best wishes of this season. We wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm very happy to know that we have the 12th edition of the National Business Quiz. My congratulations to the organizers for conducting this program very efficiently and very effectively for 12 years now. And we have more and more participants from different parts of the country and more participants from even abroad. And we introduced this quiz to help the students to nurture their inquisitive mind. That is part of our culture, Rajagiri culture, I would say. We have been always taking initiative to help the students develop their creative intelligence and to get to know more information, more knowledge, and analyze that information in various contexts. In this context, it is a quiz context, and that helps the students to groom their intellect. So this quiz has been instrumental in the Rajagiri Business School and Rajagiri College of Social Sciences to help not only the students but participants from all around the world to help to take initiative and also to help develop their intellectual talents. So my best wishes and congratulations to them. And we are very happy that this year we have a new method of organizing this program, and wish all success and best wishes. Thank you very much.
Mitesh Agrawal, CTO Google Cloud, SC Asia and Partners APAC, has been the Quizmaster of Rajagiri NBQ since 2015. For the past 6 years, his presence and expertise have provided tremendous value to this prestigious event. He has gained recognition as a prolific quizzer, having won numerous competitions across the country, including Rajagiri NBQ. Mitesh is an unrivaled quizzer because of his capacity to hold multiple areas of information. He was also a national champion representing Sun Microsystems at the Tata Crucible 2008. On the professional front, Mitesh prides himself on being an expert in the field of technology, consulting, product strategy, and is on the route of discovering new areas of management tools and techniques. Mitesh is a former Vice President and Indian CTO of Oracle India. He's a hardcore leader, mentor, and advisor in the technology and business world. To sum him up, Mitesh is an excellent quizzer, an industry leader, and a brilliant quizmaster and a great human being. On behalf of the entire Rajagiri fraternity and Team Rajagiri NBQ, Mitesh sir, we're extremely proud of our association with you. We wish you the best in your new role as CTO Google Cloud, SC Asia and Partners APAC in Singapore. And for today, we hope you will send the adrenaline rush high up again. Thank you.
The 12th edition of Rajagiri NBQ has now set forth for its grand finale. With participants from all across the world, the 12th edition even has international participants to add to its glamour. Despite the constraints of COVID-19, the virtual edition manages to uphold the full grandeur of its former glory. Each year, Rajagiri NBQ has put up exclusive themes crafted by ingenious students which captures the essence of the contest and display its creative dimensions. For the 12th edition of the event, the theme is Gordian Knot. Gordian Knot is derived from the ancient legends which tells about a knot that was impossible to untie. It is a metaphor for an intractable problem, eventually solved by the ability to think outside the box. Gordian Knot in Rajagiri NBQ refers to the complex questions that the finalists have to face. The finalists have to come face to face with the questions that will put their brains to charge and try to solve them with a brave and bold effort.
Yogesh Pai represents Chennai Silks. He is the marketing manager at SCM, which is the export division of Chennai Silks. He has 28 plus years of experience in the ready-made apparel exports industry. He has traveled to most of the parts of the world and enjoys reading. Quizzing is a passion with him. He has won many quizzes, including the Tata Crucible National Award. Rahul Ranjan hails from the coastal city of Brahmapur, Odisha. He is currently working as a manager at the Steel Authority of India Limited. He has a passion towards automation and anything which involves analysis and problem solving. Jayakanthan R works in TCS as a consultant. He is from Chennai and studied in Chennai and Coimbatore. Enjoys films, reading and music. He has also won many quizzes including the Tata Crucible National Award. Naveen Kumar is a passionate whiz quizzer and an engineering graduate from Hyderabad. Having won Tata Crucible, Naveen is among the elite quizzers in India. He loves watching movies, reading business biographies, playing cricket, etc.
Abhijit Balachandra. Abhijit is a mathematics graduate from ISER Mohali and works as a data science associate with ZS. His interests include quizzing, film, running and tennis. Siddharth Jain. He is a chartered accountant who has an MBA in finance from FMS Delhi. He worked with JP Morgan as an investment banking analyst for over 3 years, facilitating M&A transactions in the energy sector. In July 2017, he joined Bagrecha Tijare and Associates as partner, audit and reporting, and also headed the business development for the firm. Post-February 2020, he's been working with Cyrus Cadilla as senior management for emerging markets and handling strategic projects for the President's office. Ayush Avasti. Ayush is working as a senior associate in EY. He is an MBA graduate and has been an avid quizzer from his college days. He has participated in a number of national quizzes like Tata Crucible, NHRDN Business Leadership Quiz, etc. In his free time, he likes to travel and watch various TV shows. This is his 6th appearance in Rajagiri semi-finals. Shantanu Sharma. Shantanu is a teaching associate with the writing studio at IIT Gandhinagar. He has been into quizzing for more than 10 years now. He holds the experience of being the Quizmaster at Colleges Fest in Chandigarh, Jalandhar, Gandhinagar and Bhopal. This is his 3rd appearance in Rajagiri National Business Quiz.
Rajagiri College of Social Sciences. The founding of Rajagiri Group of Institutions is the result of the educational vision of the great educationalist and social reformer of the 19th century, Saint Kuriakose alias Chavara. The purpose of these institutions is to provide the students an education that meets global standards. The flagship institution of the group, Rajagiri College of Social Sciences, had its beginnings in 1955 as Department of Social Work at Sacred Heart College, Tewara, and well-appointed canteens within the college premises. Other facilities at RCSS include separate hostel facilities for boys and girls with 24 hours internet connectivity and separate state-of-the-art gymnasiums for boys and girls. Inspired by the vision of Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, the students of Rajagiri College of Social Sciences take active part in bringing about a transformational change in rural development processes by leveraging their knowledge to help build the architecture of an inclusive Rajagiri campus also boasts of a cafeteria for informal interactions, an open-air amphitheater for musical evenings and program launches, and a proactive placement cell with a consistent success rate.
Come, join us in this journey to learn, serve and excel.
Go live. All right. Once everybody's on screen. Awesome. I think we have everyone. Thank you. And hi, Yogesh, Shantanu, Naveen, Rahul, Siddharth, JK, Abhijit, Ayush. Nice to see all of you again. It's not too often these days, but once a year is also good to meet. Nice to see all of you. And we're going to do the quiz on a slightly different platform this time. I think, barring me, everybody here has done enough online quizzing. I just do one online quiz a year, which is the Rajagiri National Business Quiz. But I don't take part in any of the online quizzes. It's not my favorite platform, although it's streamed on YouTube. It's also not my favorite platform, although the company I work for perhaps could be the culprit here. What I would really request everyone to do is, I'm counting on everybody's integrity. All of you are well-established quizzers. My request to you is, you've all been in various big quizzes like Tata Crucible and others. May I request you to just ensure that have your hands with your mobile phone up, like, so that we can do a quick test on buzzin.live. Have all of you got the game code, please, for buzzin.live? Okay, we'll give that to you now. So my request is that, we won't start the quiz till I see everybody's phone like this. So if you're not in a comfortable place, I'm happy to hold on for some time, right? So that you can get to a comfortable place. So one of the quotes that I read was that, integrity is never 99% or it's 0 or 100. All right. So that's the only request I have. This is a high stake one, like all quizzes. Right. So my request is that unless I need to see everybody's hand like this, their video has to be on 100% of the time. So I see Shantanu's video off for a second, right? If that happens for more than 10 seconds twice in the quiz, sorry, but we'll have to disqualify you, right? Sorry for some strict rules here. And if you have to change, please let us know. We'll pause the quiz for any reason, right? Ayush, need to see your hand, please. And Shantanu, you as well. Can you please put your camera down, Ayush, because I can't see, I can only see your head. Yeah, a little bit further down if you don't mind. Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. All right, and can I see the mobile phone always up there? Yeah, cool. Same with Shantanu, I'm not able to see your mobile phone. So basically every participant should be able to see this, right? It's as simple as that. Okay. Can all of you log in on your Chrome browser, whatever browser, on buzzin.live? If you've played Tata Crucible, you all know. Not on your laptop, please, on your mobile device. So you can open one of your browsers on your mobile device, go to buzzin.live. I'll give you the actual game code. I can see Siddharth has already logged in. Yogesh is logged in. Shantanu is logged in too. I'll give you the game code so that we log into the actual game. All right. Those were all test ones. Ayush, can you please keep your hand a little higher? Just sorry about that. Maybe you want to get to a comfortable place. Happy to, do that. No issues. We can start. We kept a bit of buffer so that we can start once we have all of the tech checks and everybody's comfortable. So I'll go one by one. Naveen, you were able to log into buzzin.live? Just a thumbs up is good, right? Perfect. Thank you. JK? Perfect. Abhijit? Good to see you move from student category to corporate, right? All the best. Rahul? Are you able to log into buzzin.live? Perfect. Siddharth Jain? Great. Ayush? Perfect. Shantanu? Logged in on buzzin.live? Yogesh? Perfect. Cool. I'll give you the game code for all of you to log in. It's 349239. I'll repeat that. 349239. All of you able to log in? No errors? Okay, we are on the premium version there, so you won't have any lags and all of those with the free version, which is a problem sometimes. All right. The students have done, I think, a really good job of getting the tech right. So well done to the RNBQ team there. Well done. Let's do a quick buzzer check-in before we start. You will hear the sound, the buzzer. You don't need to do anything, right? What we could do is I'll go one by one. We do a buzz check. The way the quiz will work is that there is a sequence of buzzing that will happen. All right. So you have 8 participants. All of you can buzz, and we'll go in the sequence of buzzing. All right, because buzzin.live gives you the sequence. So for example, if Yogesh buzzes, Shantanu buzzes, and Naveen buzzes, and Yogesh goes first, he gets to first, go for the answer. If he gets it right, great. If he doesn't get it right, we pass on to the next buzzer and so on. All right. If nobody buzzes whatsoever, right, then we go for a normal clockwise or anti-clockwise. But we'll go for reduced points. You will see that on screen when we do. But let's first do a buzzer check. Right, let's start. Naveen, do you want to buzz, please? And just keep yourself on unmute so that we can also hear you and say hello to everyone.
Yeah, hello.
Cool. Naveen, I can see you. You buzzed, right? Can the team please reset? Yeah, and admin team, can you please go ahead and keep yourself on unmute for the buzzer sound to be heard? Let's try Naveen once more. Yeah, you buzz. There's no problem. I just wanted to test that. There is. Okay, just one mic. I don't know why they're saying they've reset the codes. It's amazing. While the tech is great, tech also means it can be cracked. Okay, all of you are able to log in, right? So there's no problem. I can see you clearly, and all of you are in buzzin.live, so you can see who was buzzed, right? So Naveen, do you want to try once more? It's transparent, so everybody knows who's buzzed. Yeah, so everybody can see Naveen is buzzed. JK, Abhijit, Ayush, anybody who can't see it, maybe you can do a thumbs up. Yeah, so one of you can see it. I'm assuming everybody can, right? Okay, JK has buzzed. Shantanu, you can buzz. All of you can buzz, so you can see it live that you've buzzed. And then we'll do a quick test, 1, 2, 3, 4, and start off. Ayush, you want to buzz?
I have buzzed.
I think it's not showing after 3 buzzes.
Yeah, it's showing the first.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. That's fine. Can we go ahead and reset, please, backend team? Yeah, try now, Ayush. For participants, it will show you only the top 3 buzzes, but I can see all of them here. All right. Okay, Ayush is buzzed. Siddharth Jain. Buzzed. Perfect. Rahul. Rahul, you'll have to keep your hand up so that I can see the phone. Rahul, are you there? Okay, let's move to the next person then. Yogesh, can you please buzz? Yeah, you buzz. Reset, please, team. Yeah, looks like Rahul had some tech issue there. Let him log back in. So here's the thing. If somebody logs off during the quiz during the question for any chance, we can't do anything. But if it's in between a question, we'll just pause for a few seconds for the person to log back in. But if it's unfortunate, if they are during the quiz having a instability on network and so on, it's perfectly okay. All right. Can everybody hear me very clearly? Right. There's no problem, right? Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So let's just wait for Rahul to come in and we'll just check his buzzer and then we can move forward. Let me buzz and check as well. Yeah. Cool. Can the RNBQ team just contact Rahul so that we can start off? I'll go ahead and share the slides till then. All of you can see the slides clearly? Maybe let's do a mic test. Yogesh, can you see it? You can unmute.
Hello. Good morning to everybody.
Hi, Yogesh. Can you see the screen clearly?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Welcome to the quiz. Welcome to the semifinals of the corporate part of the Rajagiri National Business Quiz. Shantanu, can you see the screen clearly? Maybe you want to say hello to everyone.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I can see the screen clearly and you are audible to me.
Perfect. Thank you. Siddharth, over to you.
Yeah, good morning, all. Yeah, both the audio and video working perfectly fine.
Perfect. Great. Naveen.
Hello, guys. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I can see the screen properly. Yes.
Thank you, Naveen. Jayakanthan.
Hi, good morning. It's all looking good here. Yeah.
Perfect. Abhijit.
Hi, everyone. Morning. Everything's working good.
Great. Ayush.
Good morning, everyone. And everything is all right on my side.
Welcome. Thank you. Rahul.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rahul, and I can see the screen and hear the audio properly. Thank you.
Thank you. Rahul, just one request. Could you just keep the mobile phone a bit up so that everybody can see it? Sorry, folks, for a bit of making sure that everybody is set for this. All right. By default, if you want, you can keep yourself unmuted, muted, up to you. Right. We don't have too many audio videos in the quiz. Here's the format of the quiz. Let me start off. So 30 questions on the buzzer. It's going to be a nice long semifinals. We're not going to do 15 questions and 18 questions that we normally end up doing in semifinals. So it's 30 questions on the buzzer. Everyone can buzz. You all have tested your buzzer. We'll see the top 3 anyway. So if more than one person buzzes, we'll simply go in the order of buzzing, as I said. It's plus 20 minus 10. So for example, if Jayakanthan buzzes, Abhijit buzzes, and Ayush buzzes, we just go in that sequence. You'll all see it transparently on that. If there is a 4, 5, 6 as well that buzzes, don't worry about it. I'll call it out, or the admin team will call it out, right? Because there's a limitation on buzzin.live to only see 3 as a sequence for the participants. But for the admins, we can see all those who are buzzed. All right. Assuming no one buzzes, which is highly likely through the quiz, because I would strongly recommend that, you read the question, see the multiple parts. You need to get all parts right. All of you are very well aware of this. But for our audience out there who's live on YouTube, right, we'll make sure that you read the entire question. One sincere request, again, is that if I see anybody trying to, if your hands are not up there, right, I'll give you like 2 or 3 times, I'll nudge you. After that, I'm sorry, I'll have to become kind of a rules Nazi out there. Just simply because I don't think it's fair to everybody. Everybody is virtual. We could have done what other quizzes do, where we could have sent a proctor to your place and all that. But I don't think it's fair considering the current stage at which we are. So I need to see both your hands up, right? It doesn't work for me when you do this and all of that, right? So I need to see both your hands up, preferably with your mobile phone, but at least both your hands need to be up. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for cooperating. Here we go. Here are the table stakes. I've already said this. Video cannot be turned off. Hands to be visible on the mobile buzz.in all the time. And, won't repeat again. I would sincerely call on your integrity to, move forward. But all the best. The top 3 from these 8 get into the Rajagiri National Business Quiz finals that will be held later during this day. What we're going to do is straight away start off with the first question, right? If there is an audio or a video, I'll tell you up front, so you don't have to worry about the audio or video. Hope that's okay. First question, the visual will typically come up first, followed by the question. All right. So please do wait for the question. There could be more than 1 or 2 parts. So all the best, everybody. Here's the 12th edition, the first ever virtual solo edition of the Rajagiri National Business Quiz. This is the semi-finals of the corporate edition. Great to see 8 semi-finalists out here. Yogesh, Shantanu, Siddharth, Naveen, JK from TCS, Abhijit, Ayush, and Rahul. All the best. Here's the first question coming up on the buzzer. Here you go. This book inspired. Okay, I already have a buzz from Rahul Panda.
No, it's wrongly buzzed. Before that.
Okay, no problem. Can you please reset, everyone? Reset, admin team. This book inspired a person's name, the person's interest in commercial art and calligraphy inspired what in the early 20th century? So you see George Byron's Childe Harold's Pilgrimage. Tell me what this book inspired. It inspired someone's name, and that person whose name it inspired was very interested in commercial art and calligraphy. And what did that person do? So 2 parts to the question. Anyone buzzing? I don't see anyone buzzing. We'll give it 5 seconds. Just warming up. All right. We'll just go in the order of the people alphabetically. As simple as that, because there's no 1 to 8 here. We'll just go alphabetically out here. So alphabetically, it is going to be Abhijit. Abhijit, go for, if you have a guess quickly, it's on +10, no negatives. Ayush, I need to have your hand up, please. Both your hands up. Both your hands. Okay, yeah, thank you. Maybe you want to move your screen such that I can see both. I can only see one side. Yeah, Abhijit, go ahead. Do you have a guess?
I said the auction house, Sotheby's.
Not the auction house, Sotheby's. Ayush, over to you.
Pass.
Passing. Okay. Then we have Jaykantan.
Yeah, there's no negative on the passing, right?
No negative on the passing.
All right.
+10.
So I guess this is Spencer, on whom the Spencerian font Coca-Cola is based.
Spencer and Spencerian. Good guess. Not the right answer. Let's move to Naveen.
Well, even that was my guess, but okay, fine, I'm passing this.
Passing one. Okay. Warming up, everyone. Let's move to Rahul.
No idea.
Shantanu, can you go on mute, please?
I am unmuted only.
Okay. Rahul?
No, pass.
Passing. Okay. After Rahul, we go to Shantanu first and then Siddharth.
Yeah. So I'll say Satyajit Ray and Rupa Publications logo.
Okay, Satyajit Ray and Rupa Publications logo. So Satyajit Ray was named after that book. No, not the right answer. Let's move to Siddharth. Shantanu, can you mute yourself, please? Yeah, thank you.
The fonts and the say the typeset for Apple.
For Apple, and what's the name of the person?
I would say Harold something, but the Apple design interface and font.
The Apple design interface. No, not the right answer. Let's move to Yogesh. Let's see if he cracks this.
I'm guessing Christie's, the auction house.
Christie's, the auction house. No, nobody gets this right. So let's move back to the slide. Okay, so very interestingly, some of you perhaps know this history in a slightly different way, but perhaps haven't gone 2 levels deeper. Here's the answer. The answer is the Ford logo. So Childe Harold Wills designed the Ford logo, and he was also one of the main designers of the Ford Model T. His first name, Childe, was taken from the poem Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, which later became a verse in that book by Lord Byron. So tough one to start off with, but you can understand the sort of caliber you will see here. There'll be a few easy ones as well, so don't worry about it. We simply go clockwise alphabetically if nobody gets it. I hope everybody got a hang of how we'll go out here. Let's move to question 2.
Just a small request. I mean, alphabetically, the people with S and Y are at a disadvantage. Can we start from the next alphabet when we, if we do passing for the next question?
What do you mean by next alphabet?
So, for example, we started with Abhijit. Next time we can start with Ayush.
It does not
Could we
really
request
matter.
for infinite bounds on passing?
Oh, you're talking about infinite bounds, right?
Yeah.
Sure, we can do infinite bounds. It really does not matter, right? Let's go ahead. So the next question will go to Abhijit. Sorry, Ayush, right? Since nobody got that one. All right, let's do that. It really does not matter because when you go reverse we'll start with Yogesh. So, it really wouldn't matter, but we can do infinite bounds. No worries. Let's move forward. Okay. Is everybody set on the buzzer? Here's the next question coming up. Connect the two visuals to arrive at something that was named after the place where the Orinoco River had its first narrowing. No one's buzzed yet. That is a famous person from Austria. What you see is some part of the Caribbean. I'll give you a few more seconds. Naveen is buzzed. Go for it, Naveen.
Okay, and just before answering, I just wanted to know what is the negative.
Plus 20, minus 10.
All right, okay, fine. Okay, my guess is Angostura bitters.
Perfect answer. Well done. Well done, Naveen. Plus 20 to you. It is Angostura bitters. Great answer there. Very well done. Let's move back to the slides. It's perfectly right. Naveen cracks it. Naveen, do you want to, kind of give a little bit more as to how you cracked Angostura bitters?
All right. So this person, he appears in the packaging, the king.
Perfect answer. That's the right answer, right? So what we're also going to do, right? And I'm going to keep introducing these things because nobody got the answer right. I would ask for some explanations in many parts of the questions, right? Last year, I noticed that there were some participants, won't call out anyone, who gave some amazing answers and the explanations were really dodgy, to say the least, right? So I am, at my discretion, going to ask for some. So if somebody tells me, oh, I don't know, I just like it came out of the hat, it doesn't work on this quiz, right? We need explanations. And if you don't get explanations, I'll still give you negatives. So let's be very clear about that. So Naveen, thank you for, explaining that. Plus 20 to Naveen there. Scorers, please take note. You can start seeing that you will see perhaps a trail for the folks there, which will give you this answer. This is the Angostura bitters. That's Emperor Franz Joseph I of Austria, who's shown on the label, as you can see there. Since Angostura won a medal in the 1873 World Fair in Vienna, Angostura is Spanish for narrowing, which is why I talked about the narrowing of the Orinoco River. That's the town of Angostura, which is where the first narrowing of the Orinoco River works. Very well done there, Naveen. Plus 20 to you. Here's the next question coming up. We've reset the buzzer. Here we go. Charles Whitsent was a left-arm medium-fast bowler who played for the first South African team. His son became far more famous in Indian business as he helped another famous businessman and the Indian government establish companies in India. Which two companies and who was the Indian businessman? Very, very famous. Yogesh has already buzzed. Let's see if anybody else has buzzed. Nobody else has buzzed. Yogesh, over to you.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is Neville Vincent, who was part of Tata Airlines / Indian Airlines. That is my guess.
And who did he help?
JRD Tata.
And what was the Indian government entity?
Air India.
Indian government entity. So just go back to the question.
Yeah.
So if you notice there, he helped the Indian government establish a company in India. So which two companies? Who was the Indian businessman?
Okay, Indian businessman is JRD Tata. And
you give me one company, which was Air India or Tata Airlines. Which is the other Indian government entity that he helped set up?
Air Post, Indian Air Post. I mean, postal, Air Postal or something like that.
Air Postal. Sorry, Yogesh. Unfortunately, minus 10. You should have seen the question. Right? You got 2 out of 3 right. This doesn't pass. Right? So you're absolutely right. This was Neville Vincent who got this, who helped JRD Tata establish Air India. But HAL, or Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, the company in Bangalore, is what Neville Vincent helped set up both these companies. Right? The Indian Post obviously was set up by the Brits really long back. So it could not have been that. A logical guess could have been HAL. In fact, he was the chairman of HAL for a very, very long time as the founder chairman as well. Right? Hard luck. Just be careful. I wish I could have given you some points, right? But just be careful. You were the only one who buzzed. But But very well done. You're getting a hang of it. It's a long quiz, folks, so don't worry. -10 there, unfortunately, to Yogesh, but fantastic guessing. Here we go. Question number 4 coming up. Hands on the buzzer. We've reset the buzzer. Here you go. The term XY or big dash was likely coined by Anthony Klotz. You can see the visual on the right. It's an economist visual, a professor of management at Mays Business School of Texas A&M University. Jayakanthan is already buzzed. JK, tell us what the answer is.
I guess Great Resignation.
The Great Resignation. What does that mean, JK?
So basically, because of the pandemic, a lot of people are getting disillusioned with their jobs. They want to rethink their lives. They're leaving their jobs. And this is a phenomenon worldwide. People are leaving their jobs and they might not come back to actual employment at all.
Okay, let's see the question again, because all of you may not have even read it by the time JK buzzed. The phenomenon has been characterized as a response to the American government refusing to provide necessary worker protection and wage stagnation despite rising living costs. Some of them also say that there was a general strike called Striketober in October 2021. What two-word term? JK thinks it's the Great Resignation. JK, any guesses on what else could be the big dash?
Not sure, actually.
No problem.
Sorry. Yeah.
No problem. You got it absolutely right. It is the Great Resignation, and you explained it very beautifully, right? This is the big quit after the big shot, as it was called, the big quit. But that is not what we wanted. You just wanted Great Resignation. It's a big wave and very surprising to a lot of economists. This is what the pandemic has done to everybody, that even though everything is great and so on and so forth, a lot of people are disillusioned just working from home. I don't know if there's going to be a Great Resignation at some point in quizzing, where people are going to be disillusioned with all the online quizzes. I certainly was, and I can tell you that I did the Great Resignation in quizzing. I decided not to take part in any online quiz. But anyway, thank you, JK, for wonderfully explaining that. Plus 20 to you there. Let's move to the next question. Here we go. What cigarette brand did this last Dutch general of the colony of New Netherland inspire? What is the lasting business memory of this Dutch general? 2 parts. And the third part, for what specific reason? And before you buzz, I'm just going to give you a clue, so just be careful. Did the brand's sales have a huge increase? If you get even 2 out of 3 on the buzz, I'll give you points. All right? Because this is a tough one. Remember, it's a lasting Dutch general. There are lots of economist New Yorker articles which show this Dutch general spanning 2 things. He helped build something. Folks, is someone having their... can you just mute yourself, please? I'm hearing feedback. All right. So, just as a clue, this person got something built, which is the lasting business memory, and got something built in the United States. So this person was posted on the eastern coast of the United States. I'm giving you some clues. He built something. His name is the name of the cigarette brand, but his lasting business memory is super duper famous. 2 words for his lasting business memory. It was a structure that he got built that became the name of a place and now an institution. Any guesses? Okay, no one's guessing. No one's buzzing. So let's go first to Ayush. Ayush,
I don't hear this. I'll pass.
Okay. After Ayush, we go to Naveen.
I just know his name, like he's Peter Stuyvesant or something. Yeah, Peter Stuyvesant.
Peter Stuyvesant. And what did Peter Stuyvesant do, which was his lasting memory?
I'm no clue.
Okay, no problem. Let's move to Jayakanthan.
I'm thinking this could be the Wall Street. Maybe he was part of the group which built the Wall Street and the barrier.
And what about the third part, JK?
Stuyvesant, maybe it was featured on television. Some president was smoking it or something. So, but nowadays nobody will show a president
We'll do
smoking.
that. Okay, fair point. Okay, let's move. Rahul,
No, pass.
passing. Let's move to Siddharth. Sorry, it was Shantanu. My bad. Shantanu, do you have a guess?
I would have guessed for Wall Street as well. I do not know the person's name.
Okay. Passing on to Siddharth.
I would have guessed for Marlboro cigarettes and president smoking the cigarette.
Marlboro cigarettes and president smoking. Abhijit. Sorry, Yogesh. Before I get to Abhijit.
Yeah, Wall Street, that's the structure, and I think this is the cigar which Bill Clinton was using.
The cigar that Bill Clinton was using. Okay. Let's move to Abhijit.
I'll pass on this.
You're passing. Okay. Let's go back to the question and give some part points first. So I'm going to give 3 points to Naveen for Peter Stuyvesant. Absolutely right. It is Peter Stuyvesant. I'm going to give 3 points to Jayakanthan on Wall Street. All right. And the final part of the answer, this is Peter Stuyvesant. Sorry, Jayakanthan gets 6 points. Jayakanthan, did you say Peter Stuyvesant as well?
Yeah, I assume that you are not going to ask for the. I would have repeated Stuyvesant, but
Okay. So 6 points to JK, right? We're not doing conserving points there, right? And the finally part, in fact, Stuyvesant was the guy who feared attacks not just from the Indian tribes, but from the European colonies, and he got the whole Wall Street built. So this was the original wall that was built, right? And that's how Wall Street gets its name. The increase in sales due to cigarettes being offered on the airplanes of KLM. So if you all remember, airlines used to allow smoking, and the Dutch airline KLM had its official cigarette brand as Stuyvesant or Peter Stuyvesant brand. And now, obviously, smoking is not allowed on most of the airlines, right? So therefore, you can't really do it anymore. So good answering there. So Naveen, Peter Stuyvesant, 3 points, 6 points to Jayakanthan on Wall Street and Peter Stuyvesant. Sorry, no one got the last part. So I hope the scorers have got that right. Let's move to the next question. Open on the buzzer to everybody.
Mitesh, just I've just logged out of buzzing.
No problem. We'll hold on. Thank you for letting us know. You've got the code 349239.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. You all fine, Naveen? You want to try once? I can reset it once for you if you want to try.
Yeah.
Perfect. You're there? Okay. Please reset the buzzer. Got it. Thank you. This works well. I hope everybody's warmed up to it. We are only in question number 6 coming up. Here you go. Ameesh Sharma's grandfather founded a very famous company, X, in 1917. Okay, Naveen is already buzzed while everybody is trying to read the question. Naveen, give us the answer. Give us both the companies.
Kapiva and Baidyanath.
Kapiva and Baidyanath. Perfect answer. Plus 20. Let's see the question back. Jayakanthan is also buzzed. Let's see the question for everybody in the audience. So Ameva met Shrey Badhani, right, during his management, and both founded a modern Ayurveda company. The name comes from the 3 doshas in Ayurveda: water, fire, and wind. So this is, which are the 2 companies? This is how Kapiva gets its name. Baidyanath Ramnarayan Sharma is Ameva Sharma's grandfather. The name comes from the initials in Sanskrit of the 3 doshas: Kapha, Pitta, and Vata, right? So that's how Kapiva gets its name, which is a brand of Baidyanath and a new age brand that sells on social media primarily and also started offline work. Great answer, Naveen. Plus 20 there. Let's reset the buzzer. I think for a second, I think the team is trying to get me the alphabetical order. Not a problem. I have that here right. Let's move. All set. Buzzers reset. Question number 7 coming up. Here you go. This airline from Spain is named after a geographical entity. The name is what the Romans used. So Shantanu has buzzed. Shantanu, tell us what the answer is.
I'll say Gibraltar.
Not Gibraltar. Sorry, that's going to be a minus 10. Let's hear the question. See the question again. What entity? So just see. Always read the question carefully, everyone. The name is what the Romans used following their conquest of Sicily, Sardinia, and Corsica during the Punic Wars with Carthage, which could have been a big clue. And when the rule later extended from the Iberian Peninsula, which is why this is Iberia, the region, the Roman name for this geographical entity became more popular. What entity after which the airline is named? So essentially, what is Air Nostrum named after? Sorry, no one gets this right. -10 to Shantanu Sharma. Here's the answer. It is the region of the Mediterranean Sea. So the Mediterranean, as you all know, is called Mare Nostrum or RC, right? And this is what the Romans called it. That's how Air Nostrum gets its name, right? So there are lots of clues in text questions. Be careful, read it. Don't go too quickly on the buzzer, all right? Unfortunately, -10, but don't worry. We've got another 23 questions to come back.
Sorry, Mitesh. If nobody gets it, it doesn't pass. As in, somebody gets it, it doesn't pass.
Okay. It doesn't pass.
I was waiting for that. Okay, sorry.
Yes. So if anybody buzzes, it doesn't pass. As simple as that. All right. So we've got the scores here coming on your screens as well. So you can see who's at what points. But don't worry, it's a long quiz, folks. You can all come back. There's going to be some nice full tosses coming your way as well. All right. Here you go with the question number 8. This nondescript restaurant in Bangalore has become a startup founder's pilgrimage. Shalini Pure Veg. So if you come to Bangalore in Jayanagar, a lot of startup founders go there. There's some history because why they go there. There was a momentous decision taken at this place in 1990. Siddharth Jain has buzzed. Shantanu has buzzed too. Okay, Siddharth, go for it. What momentous decision was taken at Shalini Restaurant in Bangalore?
Narayan Murthy and partners decided to go ahead with Infosys. He pledged his wife's jewelry.
Beautiful answer. Great answer there. +20, Siddharth. Very well worked out. This was a full toss. Could have been guessed. Very well done, Siddharth. +20 there to you. Siddharth opens his account with +20. Absolutely right. This is where the founders of Infosys, they were originally given an offer for $1 million, which was about 2 crores at that time, to be bought by Kurt Solomon Associates. But they decided to hang on and form Infosys. They all came out of Patni, as you know, in Pune. But the first meetings they all used to do was in this place called Shalini, right? Still very much existent. They've opened a few branches too. For all those visiting Bangalore, have a nice cup of hatti kapi, as they say it here. All right. +20 there to Siddharth. Moving on to the next question. The buzzers have been reset. Here we go. Look closely at the flora and identify the brand that came up with the promotional children's book, The Magic Parasol. Look at the flora behind the brand and you can directly work out what the name of the brand is. It's like a direct derivation of the flora that's there in the image. Very, very famous brand. Very much exists today. Part of a larger 2-word entity. So this is the second part of a 2-word entity, but this was the original when they were not merged with a bigger brand. The Magic Parasol. No one's buzzing. So I'm going to close. The last one went to JK. Oh, sorry. I see 2 buzzers already. Naveen has already buzzed.
Yeah, this is Palmolive from Colgate Palmolive.
Perfect answer, Naveen. +20 there. This is Palmolive from Colgate Palmolive. Very well done. Ayush also had buzzed. So, sorry, not too fast. Right. Go back to the question, team. This is Palmolive. You can see the palm trees at the back. This is Palmolive. The palm trees in the visual should have been a clue, right? Very direct derivation. As I said, some of them will be juicy and easy. You just need to do this. This was Palmolive before they merged with Colgate. Right? This is Colgate Palmolive. Very well worked out. Naveen and Ayush also had come up, but I think it was slightly slower. +20 there to Naveen. If we pass, the next question will go to JK, just to be clear, right? If no one buzzes. All right. Here we go. +20 there to Naveen. Next question coming up, question number 10. During World War II, with which industry would you have associated terms like kilo girls, girl hours, or kilo girl hours? This has become the subject of a 2016 movie and has now been referenced very differently. So originally, when you said kilo girls, it actually referred to a particular industry because the people who worked in this industry, as is obvious, were women. right? And therefore, all the terms associated originally were this. This became the subject of an Oscar-nominated movie in 2016 as well. I don't want the name of the movie. I just want to know which industry. I don't want anything more specific. I'll close the buzzing in 5, 4, 3, 2. Shantanu has buzzed. Okay, Shantanu, take a guess.
So I'll say these were the women who were doing a strong computation. So they were working in the computer before before they were actually computers. These were the women who were actually performing calculations with. So the industry, today's industry would be the computer industry. They were performing the calculations for them.
Okay, and what do you think could have been the movie?
I think the NASA film that came regarding Katherine Johnson, in which she was the woman who
Very well worked out.
What's it called?
Very, very well worked out, Shantanu. Well done. Right, plus 20 there to you. Perfect answer. This is the computer industry or the computing industry. As men fought during the wars at that time, in fact, the demand for computing power was even more. And it was women who actually went in and did all of the work in computing. Great mathematical work. 2016 movie was absolutely right. This was Hidden Figures, right? That was kind of a tribute to the Kilo Girls. You would have heard that term in the movie multiple times as well, because they were called Kilo Girls during the movie. Beautiful answer there by Shantanu. Plus 20 there to you. Shantanu, very well worked out. Let's see if I think you've come back to positives now with that. Very well worked out. Question number 11 coming up. Already all set on the buzzer. This brand name was registered by the India operations from the list of names sent by the headquarters. The global leadership was keen on the brand to have striations, which is wiggly stripes of different colors. A famous Indian, however, suggested that it should be blue with stripes, because there was a certain natural feature that came to be associated with the brand in a big way. The company was very excited and produced 1,000 units for testing. At this point, Derek Wooler, the marketing controller, stepped in and suggested to add a certain natural ingredient that brought about a change in color. Both versions were tested, blue with stripes and the one suggested by Derek Wooler. Wooler's version won, and the rest, as they say, is history. What famous brand and who was the Indian in question? I'm going to give you a couple of clues before you buzz. Think of an FMCG brand, very, very famous ad campaign. Originally, it was supposed to be blue. As all of you can think, what would blue connote? Right? Generally, there are only a couple of things typically blue connotes, in advertisement. But they decided to make it a different color by adding this particular ingredient because of the color of that ingredient typically. So very famous ad campaign, very celebrated Indian ad campaign. Which famous brand? And the person in question is like literally associated primarily with those legendary ad campaigns. 1 or 2 big campaigns. This is one of them. Famous Indian ad man as well. I'm closing the buzzer in 3, 2, 1. Closed, even if someone buzzes. We go to Jayakanthan because the last answer was given by Naveen.
Yeah, I'll guess this is surf, and surf associated with the blue color of water, and I'll say the Ant-Man is Piyush Pandey.
Surf and Piyush Pandey. Let's move from Naveen. The next person in the queue, after JK is Naveen.
Okay, Surf and Alec Padamsi.
Surf and Alec Padamsi. No. Let's move. After that, it's Rahul.
I think it will be toothpaste Pepsodent or something with that came with the blue and white stripes.
Okay.
And I'll go with Piyush Pandey.
Piyush Pandey. Not really Rahul. Let's move to Shantanu, followed by Siddharth.
I don't have a guess.
Okay. Siddharth.
Pass from my side.
Passing. Okay. Let's move from Siddharth to Yogesh.
I'm guessing the toothpaste, they've added clove, so it made it red. and the person should be Alik Padamsi.
And Alec Padamsi. No, let's move to Abhijit. Sorry, there should be Ayush, and then, sorry, I'm getting a bit mixed up. Let's just see. After Yogesh is Abhijit, then Ayush.
I'll guess Vico and Alik Padamsi.
Not Vico and Alec Padamsi. Ayush?
I'll pass.
You're passing. Do we have anyone left? No? Okay, no one gets this. I'm going to give part points to Naveen, who said Alec Padamsi first. That's the right ad man. However, all of you missed Liril. What was added was the lemon, or the lime and lemon, right? And that's how the blue with stripes became green. So this is Liril and Alec Padamsi. So you would have heard the original thing in Liril was entirely blue because of the water at the background. This became completely green after Derek Wooler came up with this suggestion, and they added the lime green color of the lemon that was added to Liril. Okay, so part points, 5 points there to Naveen for Alec Padamsi, but no one got Liril, right? So this is Liril and Alec Padamsi. So 5 points to be added to Naveen. On the pass after Naveen, typically it is Rahul who will get the next question. Just remember that if no one buzzes. Moving to question number 12. All ready? All set. Here you go. It is said that if Dash ever put a music festival, it would probably have the best lineup of all time. For the last 20 years or so, the soundtrack has blended well-established artists with brand new singer-songwriters, artists, bands like Blur and Muse, to rappers Skepta. So you see this list of their greatest hits. In what popular 1993 introduction, which now has a Guinness World Record entry, will you come across the above soundtracks? Anyone buzzing? Doesn't look like anyone's buzzing. I'm closing it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go with Rahul.
No idea. Pass.
Passing. Let's go to Shantanu.
Is it the Bacardi ad from 1993?
Nice try. That's the sort of tries I'm looking at, not the Bacardi one. Well done. Siddharth.
Well done. Magnum Records or Magnum's greatest hits?
Not Magnum's greatest hits. After Siddharth is Yogesh.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is Levi's because they had a advertisement where they made an album with all their songs. This is Levi's.
Not Levi's. Couldn't have been greatest hits and figured in something top Billboard lists and so on. Okay, let's move to Abhijit.
It's associated with Budweiser.
Not Budweiser. Ayush.
I'll say Louis Vuitton.
Not Louis Vuitton. Let's move to Jayakanthan.
I'll say these are video game soundtracks where songs are being played in the background of video game soundtracks, popular video game soundtracks. I'm thinking Need for Speed, things like that.
Need for Speed. Okay. Yeah. Not Need for Speed. Naveen.
Is it McDonald's?
Not McDonald's. Okay, all good guesses. JK perhaps got the closest. Let's go back to the question, but he didn't get the right video game. If you just thought about this a little bit more, you would have got the answer. Here's the answer coming up. This is the FIFA EA Sports video game soundtrack, right? Which is, by the way, listed in the Guinness World Records as the best-selling sports video game franchise in the world. That's why the Guinness Book of World Records could have been a good clue for all of you. So if you see the FIFA soundtrack every year, it's got some amazing songs that really become popular. So today, if they came up with it, almost all of them are in the Billboard top 10, right? So got close. Sorry, JK, can't give you any points on this one. We wanted FIFA EA Sports. All right. Everybody's getting a hang. If no one gets the next one on a buzzer, we will move to Shantanu first, just so that, you have it right and you can keep your answer ready. Here we go. Get ready on the buzzer. What is this color scheme used for? So you see standard dash colors. Siddharth Jain is already buzzed. I'll hold for a couple of other buzzers before anyone comes. No one else has buzzed. Siddharth, over to you.
resistors, the bands on the resistors.
What resistors?
So the resistors used on electric circuits, these are the bands that denote the resistance that the
Okay.
resistor has.
Let's see the question again for Siddharth. Okay, so you see Arabic, Danish, Chinese, English, Flemish, French, and so on, all the way to Portuguese. Not sure what resistors would have there. Sorry, that's going to be a -10. It says numbers always refer to the Lorilleux and Bolton color except where otherwise stated, right? No one on points, but does anybody else want to take a guess if they know what this is now? That's a -10 to Siddharth, unfortunately. Let's reset the buzzer. But anybody else for no points wants to take a guess?
Is it cigars? Cigars.
Not cigars. Anyone else? Doesn't look like anybody.
Penguin book covers. Penguin book
That's
covers.
correct. This is Penguin book covers, right? So here's the answer. So if you see the Penguin classics, they always come in this color scheme, right? So slightly late, right? Let's reset the buzzer, please. Right. So these are all the Penguin classic book covers. This is standard Penguin classic colors, right? And they follow the Lorilleux and Bolton color guide, right? Which is there. Okay, next question coming up, -10 on the previous one to Siddharth. Here's the next one. Around Thanksgiving in 2008, a sale deed came across a desk at New York City Hall. Though the description of what was being sold made some clerks pause for a moment, they moved on without digging deep or caring to find the reason. JK is buzzed. So what worth $2 billion was being sold? And tell us what was the Fairy reference.
I would guess this is the Empire State Building, and Fairy is the actress in King Kong, where she's held on the top of Empire State Building by King Kong. And yeah,
perfect answer there, JK. That is +20 to you. Very well worked out. You got both the reference as well as this. So one of the witnesses was the actress Fay Ray and the notary Willie Sutton. So here's the entire fun part of the answer, right? So this was how they sold the Empire State Building, the biggest heist in American history. Right, the stunt which the newspaper splashed was this headline, right? And they obviously named Fay Ray, who was the actress who played King Kong's captive and King Kong ascended the Empire State Building. That famous poster where you see, Fay Ray hanging along with King Kong. The famous bank robber, actually Willie Sutton's name was chosen for the fake notary's name as well. We didn't want anything to do with that. Very well worked out. +20 there to JK. Great going there. I think we're getting hotter and hotter. Remember, you just need to be in the top 3. Also, at this point, I want to, acknowledge some great contributions and doing the guinea pigging by my good friend Shrikant, who always contributes answers. He's in Singapore. And for some of you who know, I'm moving to Singapore as well, literally in the next few hours, right? And hope to, do the quiz from there the next year and do it physically. But thank you, Shrikant, for all your contributions, as well as some great questions and guinea pigging the entire quiz. Moving on, question 15. We move to the halfway mark, after which we'll do anti-clockwise. Here you go. In May 2021, Virgin Orbit announced its next mission, Part 1, after retiring its launch demo program and mission names. While naming the mission, in what way did Virgin Orbit tip its hat to the origins of the Virgin brand? In homage to the brand's beginnings, it also named one of the Virgin aircraft almost the same name. The first name is the same. Go back to Virgin's history and think about what could be the mission name or the Virgin aircraft's name. I'm looking for a musical answer. Okay, I have Abhijit and Yogesh, both who've buzzed. Go for it, Abhijit.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the musical funda to connect is Mothership, Led Zepp's Mothership.
Okay, and what's the connection to Virgin?
I am not very sure, but I'm assuming something to do with Branson and his mother.
Branson and his mother. Okay, let's move to Yogesh because you got that wrong. In order.
You got the both wrong, is it?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay. That was the first. Tubular Bells was my guess because that was the first. Okay, Mothership makes sense.
Perfect answer. Tubular Bells is all that I was looking for. Right? This is Tubular Bells. Well worked out. Sometimes you should just pause and not go on and hedge. Right? Well done. +20 there to Yogesh. Let's see the answer. Unfortunately, a -10 there to Abhijit. Right? Remember, this was on Virgin's origin. This is Tubular Bells, which was the first album, right, that Mike Oldfield, they produced in Virgin Records, all of that history that all of you know on how Virgin Records became the label. Obviously, the Virgin connection had, more was because they were early and they were Virgin in that territory. But the record album was Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. Has a lot of history with music as well. Plus 20 there to Yogesh, minus 10 there to Abhijit. So just be careful, read the questions carefully. Here you move forward. We'll go anti-clockwise now. We'll reset. We'll start with Yogesh going anti-clockwise on the normal pass and so on if no one buzzes. Okay? Here we go. Let's move to the next one. Question number 16 coming up. Should we just see the scores for a moment at this point? Does the team from RNBQ have the scores? Okay, Abhijit is at minus 10. Ayush hasn't opened his account. Naveen is at 68, I think, leading. Jaykantan is at 46, close behind. Rahul hasn't opened his account. Shantanu at 10, Siddharth at 10, and Yogesh at 10 as well. Okay, all of you happy with your scores? I mean, may not be happy with your scores, but okay with your scores. Okay, here we go. Question 16. Starting again, we'll go anti-clockwise. Here we go. It all started with humiliation. Something big was done to avenge it. It was also unique and unprecedented. These three gentlemen were integral to the execution. I see Yogesh has buzzed. I'm just waiting for if anybody else buzzes in case Yogesh. Naveen is also buzzed. Closing it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, Yogesh, go for it.
Okay, this is the ICC World Cup, the Cricket World Cup. The Indian team was not there. Salve. They were not given 2 extra tickets to for the Oval finals. So they came back and they said they took Reliance's help and they made it as the Reliance World Cup in India. So that's the whole story.
And who's the person in the middle? If you want to show the question once, please. Not looking for it, but just wanting to check since you've given a nice story.
I know the whole story. I haven't known this guy.
Okay, I'll take you out of the misery. Plus 20 there. Absolutely right, Yogesh. You got like 95% of the story. Very well done, right? This is the advent of how it became the Reliance World Cup. It is Salve, right, who was then, the politician and the former president of the BCCI. That was Air Marshal Noor Khan of Pakistan and Anil Ambani. Remember that it came to the subcontinent and not just to India, right? And matches were played in Pakistan as well. So Air Marshal Noor Khan also helped Reliance there. So it started with exactly what you said. Salve wasn't given 2 tickets, right? And he decided that he's going to bring the World Cup to India. And therefore, the 1987 the ICC World Cup became the 1987 Reliance Cricket World Cup. That's the story. Beautifully worked out. Very, very well done, Yogesh. Plus 20 to you. But you still retain that if anybody doesn't answer the question, you still get to answer the next one on the pass. All right. Naveen, did you know the answer just by any chance? Did you know the full story? I'm assuming yes.
Not the full story, like as much as Yogesh. I didn't know Noor Khan. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Well done, but little slow on the buzzer, which is unlike you. Moving forward, here's the next question coming up. On the reverse, all hands on the buzzer. Ambient advertising ads can be seen anywhere. Shown here are 2 such ads. Identify both the brands. Siddharth Jain has buzzed. Shantanu has buzzed. Anyone else? Keep the question on, please. Okay, no one else buzzing. Siddharth, tell us.
Nike and McDonald's.
Which one in McDonald's?
The first one is Nike. The second one on the street one is McDonald's. The French fries, the iconic French fries.
Okay, passing you. Not the right answer. Shantanu?
I'll say Kit Kat and McDonald's.
That's the right answer. Kit Kat and McDonald's. Perfectly right. Very well done. It's Kit Kat and McDonald's. Let's show them the question again. I'll show you the answer. This is Kit Kat, an ambient advertising with the bench using Kit Kats, and that's McDonald's. Perfectly right. Simple one. Sorry, Siddharth, that's going to be a minus 10 to you, but a plus 20 there to Shantanu. Very well done. The buzzers have been reset. Let's move. Below is a list of words that made it to the top 10 words of 2021. I need two words, which is number 1 and number 7 in the Collins dictionary. I see Shantanu already buzzing. Anyone else buzzing? I'll give it a few seconds. Keep the question on, please. Because it's a long one, I'm just going to give it 3 or 4 seconds more. Okay, no one buzzing. Closing it now. Only Shantanu. Shantanu, what's number 1 and number 7? Keep the question on. Maybe you can overlap it, please, the team. Yeah. Shantanu?
So I'll say NFT. NFT is Collins Word of the Year.
Okay.
And did you say something about... Sorry?
Go ahead. Tell me the other word.
Did you say something about it before anyway?
No.
Hello?
Shantanu, please give the answer.
I'll say NFT and double waxed.
NFT and double waxed. Let's go back to the question. Can you mute yourself? You got one part right. It is NFT and Meta, right? So not double wax. You shouldn't have gone that fast, right? I had some explanations of the others. In fact, double wax was there in that list, right? So NFT and Meta, that's the right answer. Unfortunately, a -10 there, Shantanu. Just hold on some of these longer questions, right? Read the question carefully. You will have enough clues there as well. So the Collins word of the year was NFT and number 7 was Meta that just got in recently. All right, here you go. Question number 4 coming up. Initially introduced in a lemony American ice cream and orange flavors, the first consumers were school-going children. The playful Agdam Pagdam Tagadam jingle that came out on television caught the fascination of kids and, more importantly, their parents, right? This also has got diversified into women-specific products. They have a 29 feet tall pillar of strength by creating a bone over it. This was done in Mumbai. What brand whose USP and popularity was because of its little happy puppy bottles? Okay, Ayush is buzzed. Let's wait if anybody else is buzzed. Going to give it 3, 2, 1. Okay, Ayush, tell us the answer.
I'll say these are the calcium Sandoz bottles.
That's the right answer. This is the calcium Sandoz bottles. Anything else that you know about Sandoz, calcium Sandoz bottles? Where in Mumbai are they? The installation?
I just figured out from the bottle look.
Okay, how are they typically shaped?
Yeah, it's a face of a dog.
Face of a dog?
Yeah, and there's a cap in place of the head. So.
Okay, cool. Let's see the answer. Your answer was calcium Sandoz. That's the right answer, right? So this is calcium Sandoz, although there is no face of the dog and so on. Maybe you have your memories a little, not so well sorted there, right? But plus 20 there, Ayush, to you. Moving on, here's the next question coming up. Question number 5. Dutch graphic designer Ekelen has collected a number of photographs of a famous global personality. It consists of an overview of the famous person's jackets arranged into a chart by color. The collection also includes captions describing the locations and dates the photos were taken. The series is composed of 100 different news photos of public moments and has become one of the most widely recognized symbols of the public figure. What two-word name is used to describe this collection that was created as part of the project, The Spectacle of the Tragedy? Please include a trademark in your answer. The first part is a trademark. The second part is the name of this global personality. Adding some clues, the trademark is usually known for color, and the global personality is a political European personality. Very, very famous personality. Shantanu has buzzed. Anyone else? Okay, Shantanu, go for it.
I think this is the Merkel Pantone.
Perfectly right answer. This is the Pantone Merkel or the Merkel Pantone. That's the right answer. Let's look at the answer. This is Angela Merkel. You can see her famous jackets out there, right? And this was a series of photos. It was Merkel's style, which was the Merkel blazer. So this is a photograph series that is there. Very popular now. And the Pantone Merkel shade, right, is named after all of these blazer colors that are there. Plus 20. So Shantanu is back in those positives. and really wanting to, get past Jayakanthan and Naveen to be in the top 3. But it's a hot battle. We've still got 10 more questions to go. Here we move. Next question coming up. This company sold music from 1900 till 1920. The service was so popular that they posted their money to the stores who spent the music out at no extra cost. They also started selling records in the 1930s. Which company? You can see lots of clues there. It says Mass Pen exclusive series, right? It's got shaped toy books, fairy tales, and so on. So which company came up with the Mass Pen exclusive series? Anyone buzzing? I'll close the buzzer in 3, 2, 1. Going to Yogesh Pai for the first anti-clockwise reverse round.
I'm guessing Coca-Cola.
Not Coca-Cola. Nice guess there. Let's move to Siddharth. Yes,
Yamaha.
Siddharth? Not Yamaha. Shantanu?
Could you show the image once, please?
Yep. Just suppose. Keep it like this.
Okay. So because you said that lots of hints, so I'll say M&S. Marks and
What is
as in
M&S?
Marks and Spencer.
Okay. How did you work that out?
You said because Marks and series is given, so I just went with MS.
Sorry, I never said anything like that.
You said hints are there on the slide, so I just took M&S from there.
Could you just share with me what those hints were?
You said there are lots of hints on the slide, so I just went with 2 initials M&S. I can see Mars Pen series over there.
Okay, I'm not really convinced about the explanation there because what are those hints? I'm not clear. Mars Pen is written on the slide.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I'm saying I just took the 2 initials from there, M&S.
Okay, fine. I'm not really clear how you worked that out, right? But because it's a very straightforward thing, Marks and Spencers is the short form Mars Pen, which is Marks and Spencers, right? That was the hint in the question there, right? I really want people to explain things because I never gave any of the clues that you mentioned, right? So next time I'd really expect a proper explanation if you're going on the buzzer. Otherwise, I will have to give you a negative, right? This is how Marks and Spencer is. The Mars Pen, the full form is Marks and Spencers. They took MAR, removed the K, and it was Pen, which is the first part. So this was Mars Pen because it was children. Most people could not pronounce Marks and they call it Mars. That's why it was called Mars Pen. All right. I would expect some explanations moving forward, team. Shantanu, this time I'll let it go at a plus 20, but next time you'll have to explain. Okay. Moving forward to questions.
It was on pass, right?
Sorry?
It was on pass or?
No, he had buzzed. That's why I'm saying. It wasn't on pass. He had buzzed, right? Plus 20. Naveen, you've buzzed again for some reason?
No, it was pass actually.
It was passed, right?
I did on the pass.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Then it's only plus 10 scoring team. But irrespective, I'm going to ask for explanations. In fact, more so on passes. All right, let's move forward. It was designed by the advertising firm BBDO by Richard Costello. A likely source of the campaign may come directly from the world of Charles Proteus Steinmetz. It was one of the longest running slogans of all time. The slogan was supposed to be a reflection of the company that moved far beyond. I see Jayakanthan has buzzed. Anybody else? No one has buzzed. I'll close it in 3, 2, 1. Jayakanthan, over to you.
I'll guess this is GE. We bring good things to life.
Perfect answer. This is GE. We bring good things to life. That's the right answer. Perfect. Very well done, JK. Great answer. We bring good things to life. The famous advertising slogan used by GE between 1979 and 2003. It was one of the longest running slogans of all time. The slogan was supposed to be a reflection of the company that has moved far beyond its origins as an electric generating company and maker of electrical supplies and appliances. Well done. Plus 20 there on the buzzer. Good going. Here we move to the next question. All set on the buzzer. How I Won the War is the 1967 British black comedy film. Jayakanthan, Naveen, both have buzzed. How did this photograph become famous in the 1960s? Anyone else buzzing? The speed at which JK buzzed, I guess he knows everything about it. Yes, JK?
This is the famous interview with of John Lennon with Rolling Stone magazine. They used this on the cover, as in they were interviewed about this movie, and they used this image on the cover.
Image on the cover, as in what was so therefore special?
This was must have been the first cover. I don't know.
That's the right answer. That's the right answer. This is the first cover of Rolling Stones. Right. Let's go back to the question. We'll show you the answer. Very well worked out there. This is How I Won the War, the first cover of Rolling Stone magazine in 1967. Right. This was John Lennon's photo. This came on the Rolling Stone cover. In fact, the entire interview became the first cover of Rolling Stone. Plus 20. I guess Naveen knew that too, but slightly slow on the buzzer. Plus 20 to Jayakantan there. Really good going. Big battle on for the top 3. But I think we still have another 7 questions to go. So anyone can get into the top 3. Moving forward, here you go. In traditional malt whiskey distillation process, malted barley was mixed by hand with shovels. This labor, so Abhijit, JK, Naveen, all of them have done. Which whiskey brand from William Grant got its name this way? Abhijit first, followed by JK, followed by Naveen. Abhijit, over to you.
I guess Monkey Shoulder.
It is Monkey Shoulder. Very well done, Abhijit. Well worked out. Plus 20 there to you. Let's go back to the question and show the audience the answer. This is Monkey Shoulder. So Monkey Shoulder gets its name from this. Plus 20 there to Abhijit. Let's go ahead and reset the buzzer. Let's see the scores once, team. Just to see, we've got another 6 questions before we end the semifinals. We're doing good time. R&BQ team, can we see the scores if you don't mind? You can just have the ticker tape come on. Give it a few seconds. R&BQ team, can we have the scores, please? Yeah. Abhijit at 10, Ayush at 20, Naveen at 68, Jayakantan now leading at 86, Rahul still to open the account, Shantanu at 50, Siddharth at 0, and Yogesh at 30. So big battle going on. All right, 6 more questions. Let's see who gets into the top 3. I'm going to be stricter now on explanations moving forward, whether it's a pass or whether it is on the buzzer. So unless there are explanations, I would not, accept the answer. Sorry, you can go ahead and, say that I'm being very strict, but that's going to be the nature of the game. All right, let's move forward. Question number 10. Fill up the blank with something that is closely associated with this company. Gum wrappers and gogglers. Naveen is already buzzed. In the story, TJ dash a small jet. So which company Yogesh Pai has buzzed? So tell me, I'm closing the buzzer. Naveen, over to you.
Okay, this is Southwest Airlines and LUV.
Perfect answer. Plus 20 there. This is Southwest Airlines and LUV. That was super quick on the buzzer by Naveen. Here's the answer. This is Southwest Airlines. The name of the small jet in that book or the cartoon strip is TJ Love, in reference to Love, which is the NYSE ticker symbol, and the Dallas Love Field, its headquarters, which is also called Love, LUV. Well done there. Plus 20 there to Naveen. Moving forward, can we have the R&BQ team always have the ticker on so that we have the scores out there? I think Naveen now leads with 2 points more, with JK at 2nd, Shantanu at 3rd, Yogesh at 4th, if I remember the order right. Yeah. Okay, big battle on. I think a couple of them should be safe, but you never know, right? We've still got 5 questions, so that's like 100 points. You never know. Anyone can, be in the top 3, sorry. Moving forward, next question. Anthony Burgess is well known for its dystopian satire, A Clockwork Orange. This was the Malayan trilogy. Jayakantan is already buzzed. It's a triptych of novels. Yogesh is buzzed as well. Tell us the third volume which comes with the brand.
This is Time for a Tiger. SO's Tiger in Your Tank.
That is absolutely right. This is Time for a Tiger, right? Jayakantan, can you please explain the brand part for a second? Because you said SO's Tiger.
I'm not sure. It's either SO's tiger, put your tiger in your tank. That thing, or like something to do with tiger bomb. One of those brands. I'm not sure which one it is. So something to do with the tiger branding. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to the question for a moment, folks. Can you overlap? Yeah. So I just wanted the name out here, right?
I can.
Okay. This is tiger bomb because third says symbolic tagline of brand symbolic of the region. So I must be tiger bomb.
I can give a better answer.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to move to Yogesh Pai because he had buzzed as well. All right, Yogesh, please go ahead.
It's a time for a tiger beer.
That is the right answer. So, sorry, Jayakanthan, I can't give you, points on that, right? It is time for a tiger beer. Both your answers were wrong, so I couldn't that's why I gave you a fair chance. Plus 20 there to Yogesh. Please, reset the buzzer. So if you really look at it, it is time for a tiger beer, right? Remember, this was the Malay trilogy. So it was tiger beer from that region and not really tiger balm or time for a tiger. That's a different author. It wasn't Anthony Burgess, right? But no problem. Minus 10 there to Jayakanthan, but plus 20 there to Yogesh Pai, right? This is the good thing about having a sequential buzzer. We can always open it up. Okay. That means JK is down to 76, Naveen at 88, and Yogesh now at 50. Okay, big battle for number 3, but we've got 4 questions. Anybody can come, still be in top 3. Here's question number 12 coming up. Complete this song by Pope Friction, which is the history of computer games. You'll have to kind of sing it in your head. It's a nice take on the title of the song, which was a chronological song. Remember, it says Ralph Peer, Brown Box, Odyssey, and Magnavox, MIT, OXO, Space War, and Pong, Coleco and Intellivision, Atari, then Activision, Miyamoto and Nintendo, Plumbers, Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Samus, and Herstella Can, so on and so forth. The dash, 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 dash. Okay, remember it's a 1989 chronological song. It's a take on that.
You want the song or what do you want?
I just want the name of the song fits in exactly there, but it's a take. There's a brand name as part of the song. Abhijit is buzzed. Yogesh is buzzed too. All right, Abhijit, go for it.
I see the we didn't start the fire, so WII. Nintendo
That's
Wii.
the right answer. Very well worked out. Beautifully worked out. I'll show you the video for a second. Here you go. I hope the video works.
Video games, Microsoft shooter games, and massive multiplayer online games. Marriage to Nene is just the next step in video gaming.
Odyssey and Magnavox, MIT, OXO, Space War and Pong, Coleco and Intellivision, Atari then Activision, Miyamoto and Nintendo, Plumbers, Donkey Kong. Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Samus and her Stellar Cats, Dig Dug, Turbo, Frogger, Cuber, Mario, Game Crash 83, Adios Atari, E.T., Barry's Hill, Albuquerque, Landfill. He didn't start the fire.
All right. Very well worked out there, Abhijit, right? So this is the song We Didn't Start the Fire, where it was replaced. The WE was obviously replaced with the We Didn't Start the Fire. All right. Plus 20 there to Abhijit. Buzzers reset. 3 more questions to go. Let's have the scores again. Abhijit is really doing a comeback there. But let's see if you can catch up. We've still got Yogesh and Shantanu. I think Naveen is fairly safe. I don't think he'll want to buzz and get negatives. But let's see, a big battle on. And we'll do a proper, if there's any chance a tiebreaker, we'll do a proper tiebreaker. Yes, Siddharth, you have a question?
Can you pause for a moment? My daughter
No
is
problem.
yeah.
No problem. We'll do that. No issues at all. We're all working from home. As far as we don't have the great resignation, it's perfectly okay. And Siddharth comes back. All of you can have a stretch. We have 3 more questions to go. It's going really well. Folks, I hope you like the quality of the questions. And I hope this is the fairest we could get in an online format. And next year, I really, really hope that, we will get to the beautiful Rajagiri campus as we've always done for the last 7 or 8 years that I've been going there. In fact, I've been going there to Rajagiri as a participant, and as many of you know, in the first 2 or 3 years. And then they were kind enough to invite me as a Quizmaster. Okay, Siddharth, you're back. Thank you. All right, just go on mute. Here's the next question coming up, folks. Can we have first everybody set with their phones in their hands? Okay, here you go. Next one coming up. Which famous company got its name from what you see here? So you see a slingshot. So tell me which famous company got its name from this device, which was a slingshot. And this was the original ads that they used to come up with. Siddharth Jain has buzzed. Anyone else? Closing the buzzer.
Catapult.
Catapult is the name of the company. No, not really. That's going to be a -10 there. I see JK has buzzed, but JK, you'd buzzed after I had said closed. So sorry about that, right? Would be able to, go to you. This is the answer. The answer is the Vamo company, the toy company which created hula hoop, frisbee, and the Super Bowl, right? The name Vamo was inspired by the slingshot hitting the target. So you got that very unique sound. And that's how the Vamo company got its name. Not sure, JK, if you had it with you, a bit late.
Yeah, I was going to guess it because the sound, I remembered it, but blank didn't seem to fit. It seemed like a long blank.
Oh, don't worry throughout the quiz about the size of the blanks, folks, right? Okay, question 14, penultimate question of the Rajagiri National Business Quiz Corporate Edition coming up. Here we go. Thomas Dash originally trained as a cabinet maker, but the partnership failed, leaving him heavily in debt. What did he create for which he settled on a size of 5 centimeters by 3 centimeters? Jaykantan has buzzed. Anybody else? 3, 2, 1. Tell me, what did he create? I'm not looking for his name. I didn't want to give his name because that's an obvious one then, right? Tell me, what did he create, which is 5 centimeters in length? You can show the question for a second again. Yeah. What did he create for which he settled on a size of 5 centimeter by 3 centimeter?
I was going to guess some kind of currency note, 5 centimeter.
Which currency note?
This is the British pound or something, because Thomas De La Rue is one of the original creators of the.
No, Thomas De La Rue, I would have put 2 blanks because De La Rue is 2 names, right? Good try, but -10 there. We wouldn't go on a pass as we've had this thing. But anybody else who has a guess now? No points. This could be worked out, not by the name actually. While being in a certain profession, he was a printer. He created something by using pasteboard. He used cardboard for his creation. Any guesses with that? No points. Let's have the scoreboard ticking, please, before the final question. No one? Let's see the answer. This is the Edmondson railway tickets, right? So it was made out of cardboard originally. And before this, they were all handwritten. So this time it was taking too much time and very cumbersome, open to, people, making changes and so on. So this is how the original railway tickets were. They were 5 centimeters, as I'd given the dimensions there, and made out of cardboard. Here are the scores before we move to the final question. And I'm going to make some requests now. We have Abhijit at 30, who still has a chance to make it. Ayush, unfortunately, wouldn't be able to make it, but very well done, Ayush. You answered 1. Naveen Kumar, congratulations on being the first finalist of the Rajagiri National Business Quiz. Jaykantan as the second finalist of the Rajagiri National Business Quiz. Very well done. We have Shantanu at 50, who has a very good chance. Siddharth, unfortunately, at -10, but very well played, Siddharth. And Yogesh Pai at +50. May I request Yogesh Pai, Shantanu, and we have and Abhijit. The 3 of them who have a chance. Abhijit has a chance to, basically equal the 3 of them to play the quiz. All right. And please remember, on the final question, because this is do or die, I will need explanations to give an answer. All right, here's the final question coming up. All the best. As always, the RNBQ one goes down to the wire. The third finalist will be decided on this question. Here we go. According to some sources, the name of this cutting-edge establishment alludes to the 5 holy and much prominent figures in Islam. These are the 5 holy figures. Abhijit has already buzzed. Anybody else buzzing? I'll be fair. I'll give it a few seconds, no problem. What 1989 establishment designed by Studio 440? Very much in India, given the spiritual nature of the person associated. No one else buzzing, closing it. Yogesh is buzzed. Shantanu, are you buzzing? No. Okay. Let's move to Abhijit first. He has a chance to equal, and then we move to tiebreakers.
I'm really not sure, but I'll guess Buhari.
Not Buhari, unfortunately. Sorry, Abhijit. That's going to be a -10. Let's see if Yogesh gets it.
Go back to the question. I missed the
No problem. Can you give us the answer after seeing the question? So it could have come from the 5 things in Islam. Given the spiritual nature, it could also be from Hinduism. So what 1989 establishment designed by Studio 440? As I said, this is very much in India. Take a guess. Yogesh, any guesses?
One second. Oh man, where did I do that? Okay, I'll go with the. No, made a mistake. Sorry. Lotus Temple. Sorry.
Not the Lotus Temple. Unfortunately, I don't know why you went for the buzzer. Right? You should have just stayed on because we could have done a tiebreaker. This allows Shantanu to move into the finals. Right? Hard luck there, Abhijit and Yogesh. Any of the other semi-finalists who have a shot at the answer? No? Okay, here's the answer. This is A.R. Rahman's Panchatan Studios. There are 2 origins of Panchatan. One is that it comes from Shia Islam, or it could be the 5 things in Hinduism, right? And that alludes to the 2 religions that he spawned, right? So that's why the whole thing. And obviously a cutting-edge establishment, completely designed by Studio 440 and so on. Unfortunate there, Yogesh, I thought you knew the answer, right? Maybe you did that in haste and a bit of pressure there. Well done there. And let's go back to the normal, having all finalists on screen, all semi-finalists on screen. So folks, thank you very much for the first semi-finals of the Rajagiri National Business Quiz, the 12th edition, the solo edition. We have Naveen Kumar qualifying top into the finals, Jaikantan coming in close second, and Shantanu actually getting in, as they say, on an own goal by Yogesh. But very well done, Yogesh. The good news is that I think everybody gets a voucher. Everybody goes home happy. But I hope all of you will come back for the finals, right? Thank you very much. Thanks everybody in the audience who are watching live and those who will see the YouTube recording. Very well done, Abhijit, Rahul, Ayush, Siddharth Jain, and all the best to Naveen, JK, and Shantanu. We'll see you in the finals later in the afternoon. We're going to go back to the student semi-finals after this. Thank you. Take care. Good luck.
It gives me immense pleasure to welcome each one of you to the most awaited finals of Rajagiri NBQ. This is the result of a collective effort and participation of the Rajagiri family. Thanks to the virtual world for keeping us connected during these unprecedented events. As we host the 12th edition of Rajagiri NBQ, it is an honor to be a part of this nationwide search for India's top quizzing mind. Rajagiri NBQ promises an enthralling and baffling array of knowledge and intellect which never ceases to capture the minds of the